If you clicked onto this video, you probably already know that businesses can make a lot of money. But here's the truth. The biggest financial benefits of owning a business aren't just the obvious ones. There are some hidden advantages that a 9-to-5 job can't give you that you can get from owning or running a business. In my over 10 years as a business owner and now as a certified financial planner, I have seen firsthand how these benefits can completely change your financial future, which is a big reason I hope that I never have to go back to working for someone else. And the last one actually shocked me a lot. It's something that I didn't even learn about or knew existed until I ended up taking my courses to become a certified financial planner. So in this video, I am sharing with you 5 different financial benefits of running a business besides just the obvious ones of making money from selling products and services. For those new here, hello and welcome. My name is Lissa. I'm a personal finance expert and a certified financial planner. My mission is very, very simple. It is to help you build wealth and create a more abundant life. Today, we're diving into the hidden financial benefits of owning a business beyond just the obvious ones like making revenue. Let's jump into the list. Number 1, tax benefits in the form of deductible expenses. Here in the United States, if you are a business owner, a lot of the costs that you incur to run your business, think software, office supplies, the internet, and sometimes even travel, these costs can often be deducted as legitimate business expenses. And overall, when you lower your taxable income, because deductions bring down your taxable income, it ends up translating into paying less taxes. This is a huge financial benefit. The less taxes you pay means you keep more money in your pocket, in your possession. And if you want to build wealth, something I always talk about on this channel is starting to think about how you use that extra money that you save towards wealth building activities, paying off debt, saving money, investing money so that it grows for the future. Every single dollar that you can write off reduces the amount you're gonna owe at tax time, which means you have saved money that you can now use for other things. Let's say that your business earns $100,000. If you spend $10,000 on legitimate business expenses, like maybe a laptop, paying for the internet, office supplies, or a conference that you attended, a lot of these expenses can potentially be deductions that reduce your taxable income. Let's say in this example, they're all deductible. That means your taxable income goes from $100,000 to $90,000. And on top of that, depending on where you live, you might also be able to save on state taxes as well. When it comes to tax deductions, this is very different from being an employee. If you are an employee, if you have a 9-to-5 job, you typically do not get to deduct the cost of your laptop or your home internet bill from your own taxes. Because as an employee, most of those are either considered your personal expenses that have nothing to do with the job, or in the case of property like a laptop or a phone that your company owns, your company might give you those items to use for work purposes, but at the end of the day, those items are not yours. So as a business owner, there are some expenses that can work in your favor financially. Number 2, the next hidden financial benefit of owning a business is that your business is an asset. Here's what I mean. Unlike your job, which ends when you're no longer working and your paycheck stops and there's no more value there, having your own business can grow to becoming an asset. Remember, an asset is something that can hold value and has the potential to bring you value in the future. Owning a business that has value means you're not just earning money through the business today, you're potentially building something with value later in the future. And even a modest business can hold value and can be worth money down the line. Let's go through an example. Let's imagine you build a small business that nets $50,000 a year. If you decide to sell that business, there are many businesses that sell for around 2 to 3 times their annual profit. Now, this is just a rule of thumb. It can vary widely depending on the business. But what it could mean is that your $50,000 a year business can not only make you $50,000 a year now, but it can also sell for $100,000 or $150,000 when you're ready to move on from it, you don't want to work it anymore, and you're ready to part ways with your business. Because if you think about it, you start a small business. As you're building it, you build relationships, you build systems, you have regular clients or customers that you serve. That doesn't just disappear when you no longer want to run the business or work, or if you can't run the business. You can still extract value from what you've built. You compare that to a job, you leave a job, you don't get a payout, right? In rare occasions, if you get laid off and you get a severance pay, okay, fine. But what I'm talking about here is you work on a ton of projects when you are with a company. You don't get to take those with you. And yes, you can put that experience on your resume and talk about it and talk about all the great things you did, but you don't own anything. It's definitely not the same as owning an asset that you can sell later. Number 3. The next hidden financial benefit of owning a business that I want to talk about is cash flow control, meaning flexibility with timing your expenses. When you run a business, you have control over when and how you pay expenses and receive income. Here's why it's a big financial benefit. Strategically timing payments can help you manage the business cash flow. And when you can manage cash flow, like money in versus money out, you can avoid late fees, you can take advantage of early payment discounts, and you can hold on to money for longer if your money is working for you versus having it leave your possession right away. Speaking of cash flow, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Melio. Shout out to Melio because it's sponsorships like this that help my channel keep running. Melio is a bill pay platform that allows small and medium-sized businesses to pay and get paid the way that they choose. So as a business owner, having tools like this can help you run your business with efficiency and with control. Melio makes bill payments smooth and simple. You just add vendor details, choose whether to pay with a card or a bank account, and then you select your payment speed. You can choose the payment method no matter what your vendor's preference is on how to receive the money. One of my favorite features is that you can pay vendors with a credit card even if your vendors don't normally accept them. There is a 2.9% fee, but the upside is huge. You can free up cash flow. You can earn rewards like points or cash back, and you can avoid late payment penalties. And the best part is that your vendors don't have to have a Melio account in order to receive their payment. With all of this, Melio helps keep your operations organized and stress-free so that you can focus more on growing your business instead of having to manage the back office. You can try Melio yourself for free. Just check out the link in the description to get started. Now let's talk through an example of what it looks like to have control of your cash flow. Let's say you have a $10,000 bill due in your business. Instead of paying it right away, you have the flexibility to pay it strategically at the end of a 30-day term. That extra time lets you keep cash in your business longer. That's the kind of flexibility that you just don't get with an employee paycheck. Number 4. Another hidden financial benefit of owning a business is the ability to build multiple income streams within the business. Business ownership opens the door to new ways of making money, depending on the type of business that you run. For example, if you are a service-based business or a professional, not only can you serve clients in whatever service that you offer, but you can also do some consulting. You can sell digital products, physical products, you can have partnerships, you can even build up other passive income streams that are related to your business. For example, let's say you are a golf coach. You can offer golf lessons as a service, right? One-on-one coaching with people locally in your area. But you can also create a golf product line, whether that's golf clubs or golf clothing. You can also do partnerships with golf brands to help promote their products. And you can even create digital products like courses or guides with tips on how to become a better golfer. So here's why it's a big financial benefit to have multiple income streams in your business. Diversifying your income streams reduces your risk. If one stream slows down, is not doing so hot, the other streams can keep your cash flow strong. Many huge businesses do this. They don't have just one source of income. I used to work at Google. I can't tell you how many products Google has and how many different sources they have of making money. If one business arm is not doing so great, the others can keep the business afloat. In my business, I do offer financial coaching, but I also have an e-course, I have YouTube ad revenue, and I do partnerships, videos like this one. If one of these areas slows down or it's something that I just don't have the time to work on, I have the other ones to keep my cash flow steady. And while I would love every single stream to be super strong and make a lot of money all the time, the fact is one could do completely terrible, but my business will be okay because I have all the other ones. How does this differ from being an employee? Well, as an employee, as you know, you're tied to one paycheck from your one employer, right? You work on so many projects, so many tasks, you do so many things for this company, and yes, you get a regular paycheck, but that's all you get. It's that one paycheck. Maybe some of you get commissions and bonuses and things like that, but you have one form of income. Like I said, as a business owner, you can branch out, you can experiment, you can try different things to create multiple streams, and all of those streams can fuel your wealth building over time. It's not limited to active and earned income where you have to be doing something to get money in exchange. You can build things up to be passive as well. All right, on to the last item on this list of the hidden financial benefits of owning a business. And this is the one that I told you guys about earlier that I didn't know anything about until I took my courses to become a financial planner. Retirement savings options. So quick disclaimer, I can only speak on how this works in the United States, but I want to tell you about it. And if you're not based in the US, then make sure you find out how it works in your country. So what I mean by retirement savings options is, as a business owner, you can open retirement accounts or create retirement plans for your company that are either designed for entrepreneurs, like a solo 401k or a SEP IRA, or if you have a bigger business with multiple employees, there are different options that you can choose from for retirement plans. This is a big financial benefit because some accounts, for example, the solo 401k, allows you to contribute much higher amounts than if you had a 401k through your job. The more you can contribute to these types of accounts, the more tax advantages you have, which means saving more money now and into the future. In 2025, for the United States, the employee cap for 401ks, if you work at a job, for most people is $23,500. But if you were a solo entrepreneur and you had your own company and you offered yourself a solo 401k, you could contribute to it as both the employer as well as the employee. And in 2025, this means that for most people, you can put away up to $70,000 if your income from your business supports it. Now, yes, that could be a lot of money to put in a retirement account. It just depends on how much revenue your company brings in, but it's the fact that it's an option, right? Your business can have really high income years and you do have that money to put aside. And that's way more than you can put into this tax advantage retirement plan than you could if you were an employee at a job. Most employees are limited to contribution caps that are set by their employer's plan. As a business owner, you get to set the rules as long as it's within the limits of the IRS. And if those rules you set and the plans you select for yourself or you and your employees allow for more savings than what you can get at a 9-to-5 job, this can dramatically boost your long-term and retirement savings and save you so much in taxes. And again, something you want to think about if you want to become an entrepreneur, or even if you simply just want to build wealth, tax savings becomes a huge strategy as long as all that money you're saving in taxes is being used theoretically on paying off debt, saving, and investing, aka wealth building activities. That's the video. I hope you can see why a lot of people choose the path of entrepreneurship or owning a business instead of working for someone else. Yes, there are risks when you start a business. I'm not gonna lie about that. And at least in the first couple of years or in different years, you might face hardships, so there's not as much stability as a regular paycheck. But it really just depends. Those risks exist, but there are also all those other financial benefits that you just don't get when you're a W-2 employee. Let me know in the comments if you are a business owner or if you are planning to become one. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, peace out.